Real podcast
Friday
around right here. Just sitting down for the show.
This is the most realest podcast ever. Woo! Busy working gentlemen.
All right.
Some of their
Happy
time.
Friday, everybody. Friday time.
Yes.
Happy Friday. Folks.
It's been a week and a half. It hasn't actually been a week and a half. It's been 7 days since our last podcast. But for me, it's felt like more than 10 days. It
felt like a long time.
It's felt like a long time. Let me just put it that way. And I've been quite busy. You made these different colors?
I don't know. Why not?
Cute.
It's the same crap.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers everywhere, hello and good morning, and welcome. We are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guys, news, and clutch plays.
Okay, we'll edit that out.
Yeah,
no, we're live.
Wait, we're live. Yeah, never mind. This is our weekly podcast where we bring the latest in news, rumors, controversies, and discussions. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out on fpsguides.com and follow us on social media. For all you listeners out there, FPS Guides podcast can now be found on Apple Play and Spotify and Alexa. So, Alexa, play FPS Guides podcast. Remember that. We are a small but growing gaming community comprised of gamers, young and olds, who are just passionate about gaming. If you are interested in becoming a part of the FPS Guides community and helping us out, maybe becoming a content creator, please reach out to us on our website. We would love to hear from you. And now I guess we'll just jump right into it. So,
on that note, on the content creator, by the way, we just went live with the redesign for the fpsguides.com website.
Boom!
So
check it out.
If y'all want to check that out,
Sexy.
it looks good. Yeah, and we need thumbnails.
Can
If
you
you're
bring it up there?
Yeah. If any of y'all out there are
Got some cool pictures
Yeah.
or little GIFs, or I guess they say GIF, but
it's GIF.
I say GIF.
It's GIF.
I think it's supposed to be
is
GIF. No, apparently the person who coined the term says it's GIF.
What do they know? So this is a new look.
They do know.
And as you can see, we need thumbnails for each of the podcast
sweet.
episodes.
I have an idea. We could just do the main headliner or something of what we're talking about. Throw it on there.
Yeah.
For each of the
All right,
videos.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I mean, we're
Alright,
about to
yeah,
bash.
good idea. All right,
We're about to
yeah.
bash Microsoft, so we could do that.
Wouldn't you like Microsoft and like a big X over it?
What's up, Division Matrix? Good to see you, man.
It's just like the peanut butter. Yes, it is.
All right, so do you guys want to talk about anything that you've been playing recently? You guys been playing anything?
We beat Sekiro.
Nice. For the second time.
Really felt like playing it anymore. I feel like it's replayability's on the lower end compared to the other From Software games,
This
but
is true.
I still love it. Hopefully DLC will come out for it in sometime in the future. I did actually buy the Ultimate Fighters pack for
Smash Bros.
Ultimate, so
Because
now
of Joker.
I'll be able to get all of them, and because when the Joker gameplay was released like 2 days ago, and basically released 2 days ago, and they were just like, "Hey, Joker's coming very soon. Here's the date. Comes out
Today."
tomorrow."
Yeah.
Like, oh shoot, dude! Like what? And so, yeah, I got the pass because Joker looked sick, and he's really awesome.
And the other
Like
rumored
the one.
fighters are cool too.
The other rumored fighters,
hey, we'll
cool.
see.
But they're very, very high grain of salt kind of rumors. We have no idea. We still have basically have no idea. Like.
It's true. What about you, Say? What have you been playing?
I actually played 2 games this past week, both zombie games.
Oh yeah, the zombie game. Totally forgot about that.
One
Yeah.
for one more mature, and the other one, was a perfect game for me and my 10-year-old. I guess the one I'll talk about first is the Zombie Smash.
Zombie Smash?
Does he mean zombie?
Not called Zombie Smash.
Zombie Army Trilogy.
Yeah.
It's by Rebellion. It's the guys who brought you Sniper Elite. If you like the Sniper Elite game, you can basically play Sniper Elite but with zombies.
Mm-hmm. And Captain Stiffy recommended. He put it on our groupie, I think, or
Yeah.
on
It was a fat sale, dude.
yeah, it was like $8.
It was like $8. It's usually $45. So.
Wow, that is quite a sale.
Yeah, it was a fat sale. It's a trilogy, so it comes with basically 3 games.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean the 3 games are the 3 different chapters.
Oh, okay.
So that's like when you boot up the game, it's just like 3 different chapters. So like Left 4 Dead, it's like 3 different. There's different chapters and different
Okay.
missions in each chapter.
True.
You
Okay.
can play through them all, or you can just pick whichever one. So, D Poodley and I got it, and we told Sig about it, and so we've been playing it a little bit here and there.
It's on Game Pass, right?
Yes.
And yeah, actually,
I
we
just
found
got
out
Game Pass last
recently,
night.
thanks to Joey, it's on Game Pass, and Game Pass is still $1 for
Yep.
3 months.
Yep, I just picked it up.
And you don't. The thing about Game Pass is you don't have to have an Xbox to use Game Pass
I have a
because
PC, and I picked it up, so...
yeah, he doesn't have an Xbox. It's Game Pass, so you just go on, sign up, $1.
I need Live
dude.
Gold, though,
Easy.
right? To play that with you as well.
I don't know how that
I'm not
works.
sure. Maybe I don't think
I think
so.
you only need Live Gold to play
Right.
on the console.
Right.
So
I think so.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
So we might,
We'll have
but
to
we
look-
might not be able to play together if you're playing on the Steam version and he's playing on the Game Pass.
Oh, are you
True.
on the Steam version?
We're on the Steam version.
Oh, I'm on...
But you also have the Game Pass. He has both. Because you
I have
also
Game Pass, too.
So you have Game Pass.
so that
you
would
can get
work.
both.
That would probably work.
Maybe.
We'll have to try it. We'll,
Yeah,
we'll,
we'll
have
try it.
Game Pass.
we'll try it for science.
Division Matrix, give it a try. If you don't have Game Pass already, it's like $1
It's
for
$1
3 months.
for 3 months.
$1.
man.
It's a very chill zombie game.
And-
Plus, there's plenty of other
Just
games on
set,
there.
just set an alarm like I did
Yeah.
for like 3 months later to see if I want to keep it or not.
Now it won't let you stack if you're currently a Game Pass subscriber. It won't let you append to the end of your membership. This is for people with expired memberships or new members, new subscribers.
Which is a good deal.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good strategy.
But back to Zombie Smash. Oh, I keep forgetting the name of the
Like
game.
Zombie Army Trilogy.
It's such a weird. It's a horrible name. dude.
Zombie Smash.
It's way better. They should've named it
It's like,
Smash Smash.
not better.
Better
it's
name.
like mushed 2 different games together.
The it being a trilogy, like that's a great thing. But personally, I'm more over quality over quantity. So it's more important that the time that we did play together was a good time, and it was a really good time for me.
Nice.
I enjoyed it. The gameplay was good. It was fluid. It was
Smooth.
It was smooth. It wasn't buggy. I was surprised to see such quality out of an $8 game, and then being able to just play with Captain Stiffy and D Poodley made it even more. And then a random, some randos jumped
you
in
just
too.
you just jump in and
Just
then
squad of 4.
start killing
Yeah.
zombies and
Okay.
getting some nice soothing headshots.
Yeah, the music at first was really trippy.
It was weird, right? It doesn't feel like it really like fit in with it, but then like after a while, it's like, you know what? I'm really starting to feel this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really starting to feel.
Those are the things that stand out. Well, like the fun factor stood out, the music stood out, the gameplay stood out. If I'm gonna nitpick, I would say the selection of the guns.
I need more guns.
Yeah, there should have been. Granted, it was an era, World War II. There aren't very many.
It's not like a looter shooter where there's tons of guns pouring from the sky
Yeah,
every
right,
kill.
right.
It's like,
Everywhere.
okay.
So they did the best that they could.
Yeah,
with
I
the
mean
map.
they.
But would you recommend it?
Heck yeah,
Would
dude.
you recommend it
At 45?
for, like 30?
30, maybe not 25.
25 would be
it's
your
a buy
cap?
all day. Yeah,
I would
yeah,
probably say 20,
Okay, cool.
maybe 20.
yeah.
I wouldn't spend 45 on it just
Uh-uh.
because it's the game is high replayability with people, but if you're playing solo, it gets dull pretty fast.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Second game. This one was a surprise to me. All right. Plants vs. Zombies: Garden Warfare 2.
Very famous game.
Mm.
Very
Bro.
famous series.
I was blown away. I was not expecting that because it looked cartoony to me. I
Yeah.
wanted a co-op shooter that I could kind of pull my son away from playing Fortnite every single day, every hour of every day that he's playing. He's on Fortnite. I'm like,
Play
Huh.
other games.
there's a ton of other games out there. I'm like, this game will come and go just like it happened with Minecraft. I'm giving him examples that his classmates were into. Minecraft was hot, and then it wasn't. Overwatch was hot, and then it wasn't.
PUBG was hot for a while.
And yeah, but within
But
his
10-year-olds
age-
don't play PUBG.
Yeah. And right now, Fortnite's hot. I say, and it's not always gonna be hot. So you gotta try to.
Like drip feed yourself.
Yeah. I imagine him sitting on this panel one day, and I don't want him to only have input on Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Like, oh, what other games did you play? It's like other games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get him in the Smash Bros, man.
So, for y'all with children out there, if you've got somewhere around a 10-year-old, and if they're playing Fortnite, and if you want to play with them, you cannot do couch co-op with Fortnite on a console. However, if you pick up this game, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, this game is legit. It's got the mechanics of like an Overwatch, a legit shooter game. You've got special abilities, you've got cooldowns. It's a real deal. And then I realized it's made by EA. Well, they have the backing. They got the resources
they got
to
the
put
money.
a real game.
They got the
But
money.
it's skinned very cartoony. Like the zombies aren't really. They look like an old raggedy doll. You know what I mean? They're not really scary.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're very.
But so the
zombies.
cartoony factor still wasn't enough to pull you away. Be like, oh, this is still really fun.
The cartoon factor was a
plus.
plus. It allowed them
plus?
to get
Okay.
creative.
It's
You know what I
more
mean? Like,
whimsical, you know?
yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. My son was like, "Yo, I want to play," but he's only allowed to play weekends. He
Right.
sees me playing this, so I have something to talk about on the podcast.
Right.
But he was down to play. We'll be playing that together this weekend. I
Nice.
picked up another Xbox controller.
So it feels good
specifically.
too. Like it.
Bro, it feels
I've never
legit.
played it, so that's
I was
that's,
shocked,
that's
man.
cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Plants vs Zombies?
I am
series?
not. I was totally shocked.
It was actually very big for
It's a pretty
while.
historic franchise, right?
It's pretty big for a while. It was a mobile. I think it was a mobile game. Was it a mobile
I'm not
game?
sure.
I don't know.
It was
if it
a
was a
mobile
We'd have to
game?
look it up.
I don't
We'd
know
have
if it was a
to look
mobile.
it up.
Plants vs Zombies wasn't like that.
Uh-huh.
It was a base defense game.
Oh, like a tower defense?
Yeah, like a tower defense game. That was the original Plants vs Zombies.
Okay.
Where basically like you have these like sentient plants and you're setting them up to take these zombies down who will just constantly come at you.
Yes.
That was the original game. It was like a very simple game. It grew in popularity and then they created this Garden Warfare version of the game
That's
where
such
it's
a
like a
good idea.
first-person shooter version of the game based off of Plants vs. Zombies, which was like originally just a tower defense kind of game. So
I see.
That's a good
yeah,
move.
that's
Yeah.
what
That's a
what
creative
happened with
move,
it.
actually.
It was, and apparently it did very well. People really liked it. So
It's nice.
I was going in there expecting
like, oh, this is gonna be lame.
yeah, it's gonna be lame, but no, it was awesome. That out of all the games that I'm gonna be playing this weekend,
Right.
playing that with my son is what I'm looking forward to the
Are you
most.
bringing the
Look forward
PlayStation?
to it.
Did you bring the PlayStation back with you?
Yeah, they're having a
Nice.
LAN party today, actually. So
yeah,
I
it was
brought
a mobile castle defense game, decently fun. Yeah, I
it was a
agree.
mobile
Yeah.
castle defense game.
You should bring God of War back with you. Play some of that over the weekend. Because I know Aaron doesn't play it.
Yeah.
She like refuses to play it, I guess, for some reason.
Dude, I was actually thinking about getting back into God of War recently. I was
It's
like, yeah,
tomorrow's
you know what?
420, dude. That's the anniversary. That's the 1 year anniversary of God of War.
What?
Wow.
Yep.
It was released?
Well, it was recent on a Friday. Sorry, whatever.
You know what?
It was released today.
That game
Oh,
is
a year
okay.
ago, but, like, whatever.
Okay,
Like,
gotcha.
I think it still feels like a mobile castle defense game, except you're in the perspective of a single character.
Like, are you defending
Yeah,
something?
dude. Like you've got
That's the basis of the game, man.
You've got a mission to go somewhere, but during that you've got hordes coming at you while you're still doing it. It's
very
kind of
interesting.
like
and you play
Very
as a plant.
interesting.
Like
you're
a
playing as a
sentient-
plant, and
yeah,
you can
yeah.
change
Like a
change
piranha
the characters.
plant.
Yeah, yeah.
Like different plants, and they have like weird guns
Yeah,
that shoot
dude.
seeds or some crap like that.
They got healers. They
Yeah.
got.
It must have been a blast to make that game, to develop
Yeah.
that game. They must have had a good time.
You guys just gotta play it, man. But it's not on sale. That's the
It's a good
thing.
one.
But if you're on
That's true.
Game Pass, it's on Game Pass.
You also try
that's
Sea
true.
of Thieves. I think Sea of Thieves might actually have a split screen mode. I don't remember exactly.
It
what.
may. It may.
It may
I'll
have a
check
split
that out.
screen
That would be
mode.
cool,
And
dude.
or if not, he can play on a console. You can play on a PC because it's cross-platform.
Yeah.
True.
And you guys can just go sail a ship together and go hunt down zombie pirates. And
do pirate
get
things
treasure and just
that
do-
are appropriate for a
do-
10-year-old.
Yeah, do pirate shenanigans. G-rated pirate shenanigans.
And we talked about it in past weeks. This local co-op, like an actual sitting down with getting together with your friends. It's a thing, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a thing now,
Did you
man.
say your son's having a LAN
Today,
party?
yeah, he's got 4 of his homies coming over.
A LAN party.
To
A
just-
10-year-old.
10-year-old having a LAN party in
2019
2019.
Having a LAN party.
They're really techie. They all got gaming PCs.
Isn't that
and stuff.
crazy?
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
They edit videos now. I mean, they're
Dude,
doing
that's like
stuff that we like
nowadays-
learned how to do like last month. Like,
Dude, like nowadays there are more kids involved with like technology and video games and like it seems like with every generation there's just a larger portion
But I think that's
of
the good
them
thing
are
about-
more
yeah.
That's the good
technologically
thing about gaming,
inclined.
because if it reaches an audience at a younger age or maybe even an older age, like it introduces you to more things.
See, but I always thought it was weird when I was growing up to meet people that, like, I've met people who didn't like video games. That's normal, but like, met people who just like have never played them, have no interest in them whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
And like, I thought that was weird when I was growing up, but I feel like even nowadays, like I'm sure Cade would be hard pressed to find somebody who hasn't at least played like Fortnite or into Fortnite.
Or is familiar
Or
with
is like
it in some
familiar
way.
with
I
these
asked
games
him
in
that
some
question.
way.
I said, "Is there anybody in your class
who doesn't play video games?
who doesn't play video games?" And he said, "There's like 2."
It's like
And I said,
The power, dude.
"Why don't they play?" And he
there's-
goes, "I don't know. They're weird. No one talks to
They're
them."
weird. No one talks to
I'm
serious.
And like, and back in
I
the
was
day,
like,
the
dude.
kids who were like super into gaming and stuff.
They were the ones nobody
They were
talked
the
to.
weird ones. Yeah. Now it's
How things
flipped,
change.
Dude. It's opposite, dude. It's like
Technology, man. Technology makes things cool.
It's like 21 Jump Street, dude. So if you're going back to high school and everything that was cool was whack, and everything that's whack is cool now.
I think the Switch also has a lot to do with that too, because it can hit that
It can-
younger
it
target
can.
audience,
So like the little
and
kids.
then
have
it's
something to
more. Parents are more inclined to play a Nintendo Family game with their kids more than like Call of
Yeah.
Duty. So
The Switch, if they made like a cheaper version, I know a lot of parents.
if they did,
I
wow,
know a
how
lot of
interesting.
parents that want to
They-
get
they
Switch,
wanna
but
get
that
one.
price point,
It's $300.
it's a
bucks,
steep
it's a
barrier,
lot.
bro.
We're actually going to talk about that a little
That is
later.
a
Actually,
steep
that's
barrier.
a topic we have to discuss.
So I guess we should.
We should probably talk about those things, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's
Alright,
do it.
go with these
Let's
headliners.
go.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into the headliners.
Got stuff
I
on the
think-
PlayStation.
I do. I think I'll start first, and then you get to talk about Xbox.
Alrighty.
So, as of, I think this dropped on Tuesday,
Okay.
courtesy of Wired. This is an exclusive interview with Wired Magazine and Mark Cerny. He is the lead architect of the PlayStation 4 and 5 systems. So if there's anyone you're going to talk to, it's that guy.
There's a guy who
'Cause
knows
he
things.
literally built it.
It's
So
that guy.
It's him. So
Hopefully
basically,
he's-
I actually read the whole entire article, and I like kind of boiled it down to the main points here. So I'm gonna kind of give you guys a little run through here. So basically, the big high point that Mark Cerny was talking about this new next gen console. He didn't even call it a PS5, by the way. He said next gen console. It's like, all right, dude, come on, seriously, like,
It's a PlayStation.
what are you
next.
doing? But he did boast about a blazing fast SSD in the next console. He did
Okay.
say it's faster than anything on the market right now, which to me is mind blowing in a console.
Why don't they just like do that?
I don't know.
By the way, I wasn't looking on the screen. Thanks for the follow, Sneaker Orbit. Welcome to the
Oh,
channel.
hey, what's up?
Sneaker Orbit. Oh, hey, look
Thanks
at
for
that.
helping us get to
Yeah,
our
we need
goal
like
of
some.
50.
Need to be like some
Yeah.
sort of siren whenever someone follows.
And since you're new to the channel, if you wanna bring the
Happy Friday, man. Thank
Happy
you.
Friday. What was it? If you want to bring any topic up for discussion, just put it on the chat,
Yeah.
and we're glad to.
If you have any questions, we'll gladly answer them.
Correct.
If we can. We know a lot. We
Everything, dude.
I don't know about everything. But basically, a super fast SSD in this next console. So I'm going to read all these and then we'll talk about them a little after. And then we got a new custom AMD chip with 3D audio. That'll be very cool.
Beautiful.
So when you plug in your console to your TV, you'll get the 3D audio out of your TV,
Beautiful.
as well as headphones, which is cool.
Can you real quickly? What does that mean? Like 3D audio?
3D, okay, it's like spatial. Are you familiar with like spatial sound at all?
I'm familiar with like Dolby Atmos.
Like-
Yes.
Okay.
Like
Yes.
a surround,
that.
like it sounds like it's over there.
That, yes. Dolby Atmos is very close to
Like
what it would
like
be.
ventriloquist speakers.
Is 3D audio like a competitor for Dolby Atmos?
It's a form of it.
Gotcha.
So, like, if you know how Dolby Atmos works, it's like it puts you into the center of the action, and then it makes things around you. It
So
puts-
surround sound.
It's yes, but very, very good surround sound.
Okay.
Which
Okay, I see it.
Three-dimensional, so I guess if you hear things more above you. Or
yeah,
below
it's
you,
like below, above, to the side.
You know,
I just
it's
reread the
around.
punchline. It's not surround sound isn't new, but it looks like it's built into the AMD.
Yeah,
chip.
it's built into the chip.
Wow.
So that way, when you hook up your console to the TV, it gives you that sound,
Right.
which is a really
you
cool
won't.
idea.
It's not reliant on the receiver or
Right,
the TV.
right.
Right.
Oh,
Which is very
You
cool.
already
That's
have a pretty
sick.
I know,
baller
right?
system in your house.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and then
Wow.
he also said it's going to support 8K graphics, upscaling, of course, because, I mean, come on. Like,
8K.
there's no 8K TVs anywhere
No
almost.
8K
like,
TVs,
almost
yeah.
anywhere. So,
I mean,
4K 60 is going to be a given, or should be at least. So, that is a good news right there.
Is it going to be 60?
They did not
confirmed
say that, but
No.
if they're boasting 8K upscaling, I'm
It better
pretty
be at
sure
least
it better be
60.
60 at
It's going
4K.
to be like ridiculous, like 20.
It's got a Zen 2 CPU and an AMD Navi GPU, something we've been saying for months and months and months.
All right, yes, we'll check that one off.
That actually is courtesy. You gotta give credit where credit is due. I did get that rumor from Foxy Games UK, that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So go check him out. He's awesome.
Foxy Games UK, he does his
really,
research.
really good. Then we got what else we got here? Some ray tracing is actually going to be in this next console, which is very cool. Very small, minor amount of ray tracing, I mind you, because PCs have trouble with it. So consoles kind of taking it a little bit slower with that tech. And then we got, in addition, this is the big news in my opinion. We got PS4 backwards compatibility confirmed, which we also talked about, which is very cool, and that's something I want to talk about a little later as well. And then we got the price, not revealed, but Cerny did say it'll be appealing to gamers, quote unquote.
I mean, appealing to
I don't
gamers
really
is like
know what that
$100.
means, but
That'd be
we'll
pretty
see.
appealing to me, dude.
And then with all of this information that came out in this article,
It's coffee with salt.
why don't it be like $1,000?
Bro, these specs that you're banging out
That's
are
ridiculous.
so lofty.
Yeah,
bro.
and
Dude,
like,
this is like
this
This would be beating like many like high level like
very good
high grade PCs.
So basically,
What?
with all this news and him saying this happened whatever Tuesday of this week was. I don't know. I don't remember the date, but this screams to me a spring 2020 release of PlayStation 5.
Like, does this just like blow all of our PCs away?
Yes.
What the heck, man?
It sure does. It's got the new Zen 2s, bro.
The graphics card might be a little lower, but
Might
with
be better
extra
than my graphics card.
with extra optimization, it'll be better. Like if you just take the part itself, it would be less than a PC. But with Sony's like secret whatever they're doing to it, it's gonna
Ray
be
tracing though, like none of our PCs have ray tracing.
better. No.
You think the next?
Well, that's actually untrue. I have ray tracing, and so do you. Wait,
do?
do you have a 1060 or a 1070? You have a 1060, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so you have ray tracing because NVIDIA pushed out a patch to use it on Pascal cards.
Also, I have 1062.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, we got ray
tracing.
tracing, but it means nothing because there's no games with it.
Yeah,
all right.
well, there's like two.
But can it run prices?
But your FPS is gonna freaking drop
True.
to like.
Did you get
10.
that reference?
Yeah, will it run prices?
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
So basically, the things I want to talk about mostly in this are the new SSD, which is cool, and PS4 backwards compatibility, which is also very, very cool. But those are the two things that I kind of like to highlight in that. What about you guys? Is there anything else on that list? You'd be like, oh wow, that's really cool.
This whole
I
thing's
think
insane.
I don't think that they need a SSD. I think they could have
do.
saved money on it.
I think they do.
Why? Once the game's loaded, it's loaded. Like it's
Long wait times, everything.
Yeah, but like you know, it's gonna take
How
60
big does
seconds to
SSD
load the
need
game.
to be, though?
Okay,
I mean,
so
'cause
I'll give you an example here. So
Uh-huh.
in the article, I didn't write this in because I didn't feel like it. But in the article, Cerny did a demonstration. He took a PS4 Pro running Spider-Man, and then he took
the next gen
a
console.
next-gen console. It's in like a silver tower case, so there's no components showing or anything. But he says that's the PS5 low-end dev kit. That's what he said
Okay.
in the article.
That's the
So
low end.
Low-end dev kit, yes.
Okay.
He said he did a fast travel sequence on the PS4 Pro on Spider-Man and the same sequence on the next-gen console. It took 15 seconds to load on PS4 Pro. It took 0.8 seconds to load on the next-gen console because of this hard drive.
Because
is
of
what
the
he's saying.
SSD.
I don't understand. So they're loading data from the hard drive in real time? That's dumb.
But it's just how fast the data can come off the hard drive.
I understand, but you load the whole level on RAM. Like there's no SSD that's gonna compete with RAM. You've got 16 gigs worth of RAM. Load the whole level on there.
I don't know, dude. I'm not Mark Cerny.
Sorry.
Why don't
Sorry.
you
Catch my feelings
write
right now.
him an angry letter?
No, because I
I'm
think
sure he'll write you back with saying you're wrong.
That
but-
that demo is kind of like it kind of like presses maybe some of the ignorance of most people are like, oh, just SSDs are faster. It is faster.
Arrogance of
Yes,
SSD.
but he
Yeah.
also said that you can do more things with it. You can load the world faster. Therefore, you
But
can.
it should already be in RAM. Is what I'm trying to say. Like RAM is cheaper, and RAM is more like. Give us a freaking 4 or 6 terabyte hard drive, but give us more RAM on that system. Does that make sense?
It does, but I think there's other things that SSD will do that the RAM won't.
Do we know how big this SSD is going to be?
No, we don't. I'm assuming it's going to be a terabyte.
while the next
I'm assuming it's going to be a terabyte.
That's what I say, dude. Because I mean, most games that you install on, I mean, there are like at least 20 gigs. Like I have, like
we got 10
I have
gigs,
an
guys. Did you know that?
Like I have an Xbox. Like I have the original Xbox One, and I only have a 500 gigabyte hard drive, so it filled up really quickly.
Yeah. I
Filled
bet.
up.
But
it's like,
when
what,
it
5
came
games?
out, 500 gigabytes was pretty big, dude.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's gonna be great. But then I realized that you download, 15 games, and that
Correct.
that bitch is full.
Ever since we got that Game Pass on Xbox, our 1 terabyte, I'm at like 80% now because I got just download games just to try.
Yeah, you're just like, oh.
Download.
And Division Matrix, he kind of agrees with you. He says, not kind of, he really does. He goes, load times are crap, and if you can get up and go get a drink while you're waiting for the game.
It's unacceptable.
I don't know about that. I mean, that's like the time to go up and go to the bathroom
Correct.
and get the drink and stuff.
You do it once at the
15
start.
seconds.
You do it once at the start, but then you don't have to worry about it
I
anymore.
mean, if you're at like a
But there's more.
going to a
There's more
4-hour
to it
gaming
than that.
session.
It's not just
you
about
wanna-
load times as well. It's about what you can do with the game world itself. Because another example he gave was if you make Spider-Man move really fast through the world, the world itself won't load in time. You'll just see empty textures. So he's saying with new SSDs
gotcha.
and new RAMs that they can put the worlds to load in faster. So therefore you'll be more immersed in it. So you can just do whatever.
Right. I guess what he's hinting at is there's not enough RAM. Like it fills up the RAM. They need to
guess.
load it from the SSD.
I mean, that's getting into the real nitty-gritty to where I'm not
there's
very
another reason
familiar.
they can't use RAM. I mean, we don't know.
No,
We're not in there.
my opinion on this is like new home builders. You cannot buy a new cheap home. There's not enough meat on the bone to make money on it. All of these new homes are high end. It's expensive. You cannot buy. If you wanted to buy a brand new home now, you cannot buy one. I don't know if y'all are listening from outside of Central Florida, but if you're in Central Florida, you cannot buy a brand new home for $180,000. There's just no meat there. They have to upgrade. They have to put nicer stuff.
Right.
Just to get more money out of you. They have to put an SSD on here to justify this price tag that's just going to surprise us, just like this discless Xbox surprised us. We're going to see this thing come out at like $600-$700, and we're like, what?
way.
But it's
No
got an
way.
SSD in it. Watch.
No
Watch.
way, dude. I'll bet. You want to bet?
Yo, I will bet you lunch the day
Alright.
it comes out.
All right, here we go.
At
All right.
That's lunch.
I bet you PlayStation 5 will not
Over
exceed,
under, over under, over
will
under.
not exceed a $500 price point.
So
For
over
the
under.
standard console. For the standard console.
At
yeah.
launch, the PlayStation 5 will not exceed $500. Period.
I'll take that
at
bet.
launch.
And you-
Over 5. So if it's 500,
If it's over 500,
if it's 500 or under, you win. If it's over 500, I win. $4.99, you win. Okay.
okay.
Sure.
All right.
500, I still win.
Yes, 500 and under, you
Yes.
win.
All right, guys.
I
I'll
would take that bet.
Wait,
All right.
do you have a source for that, Sneaker?
Sneaker Orbit 500. I don't see it.
Is that just what you
I've
think
heard
it's
that.
gonna be?
I've heard that on the latest leaks and rumors
We'll
as well.
see.
Can I put a caveat to this? It's got to get these specs. It's got to have the Ryzen 2. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, the Zen 2.
that's fair.
It's got to have the SSD.
That's
It's got to
fair.
have a custom AMD GPU that's capable of 8K. All of these specs got to be the caveat. You cannot give me something that looks like an Xbox, that looks like a PS4 Pro, and say, "Oh, look, 500."
Okay,
all right,
fine.
Deal.
I want
Lunch?
your money.
Fine. No problem. No problem.
Sneaker Orbit, if you want this, I'll buy you lunch too, bro. Let's go.
Fine.
On this.
Sure, I'll take
All
that
right.
You
bet.
both will buy me lunch.
take that bet.
Bet.
All right.
Bet. All right, let's go.
Alrighty.
It's gonna be
go.
with these specs. My
I am
guess
the witness.
600 or 700.
And you were all the witness.
What do you think about the release date, though? Or my thoughts about a spring release date? Do you think that makes sense, or do you think
You guys
November
tossing
is
up bets for the
more?
release date?
What?
You tossing up bets for the release
No,
date?
no. That's a whole nother.
That's a whole. You have to do that.
That's way too variable. Dude.
All right. So this year, what do you think?
This year, no, impossible.
Impossible.
He said it's not coming this year.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he
All right, then.
himself said it. So
by second quarter of next year.
second quarter, ooh, right in between. Okay, I'm thinking by the end of spring. Or was that second quarter?
Yes.
No,
No.
first quarter.
First
quarter
quarter.
is March. First quarter is the end of March.
So that is first quarter is end of and goes to the end of spring. So
Okay, so I'm
So-
thinking no later. It will not release in April. No later than April.
So about a year from now, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a year from now.
Okay.
In the spring,
all right.
All right.
because why have all this stuff and then not release until November? That's so long.
Are you gonna buy it?
All right. So
If there's a super dope launch title, probably yeah.
If I'm right and it's $650, will you buy it?
If there's a super dope launch title, I
Wow,
will at
let's
least think
go.
about it. I will at least think about it.
All right. Let's go.
But that's all the
That's
news for
steep,
PlayStation,
bro.
by the way.
$600.
It's not gonna be that, dude. It's not gonna be that.
That's a lot to ask for.
That's a
gamers.
lot, dude.
That's a lot to ask from gamers, dude.
But
Who knows?
that's all the news about PlayStation. Let's move on to Xbox so we can
All
talk
right,
about
so
compare these two.
I guess we'll
because-
move on to Xbox. So, inside Xbox is detailed a lot of things leading up to E3. And when is E3, by the way?
June.
June.
I think it starts June 9th.
June.
It's like June 9th. I
One of the
think.
biggest gaming conventions
It's
of
the
the
biggest.
year, folks. Going to be coming up in June. And they've dropped some announcements. This has come to us actually from Xbox. So it's from the...
Like, I watched the actual
from,
episode.
yeah,
like,
from the horse's mouth. So the Xbox One S All Digital Edition, or the Xbox SAD Edition, because it's
Well,
the One S
all digital edition.
All Digital
Sad
Edition, so it's the SAD Edition. It's going to be priced at $250,
Boo.
which is actually a decent chunk more than what we thought it was going to be.
Yes.
So that was something we actually did not predict correctly.
Stupid.
Thanks for the follow, Moby Shasha.
Moby Shasha,
Hey,
thank you.
welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the
What's up?
channel.
Welcome to the channel. We were just talking about Xbox SAD Edition, the One S All Digital Edition that was given a price inside Xbox earlier this week. So $250. So what we predicted it was going to be like no more than 200. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be.
And that's what I was thinking too. Because I mean, it's basically just an Xbox One S
It's
without a
literally
without
the
a
same
disc
thing.
drive.
It's literally the same.
Now,
without a disc drive.
how much is an Xbox One S?
I'm gonna put it on
With
the
this
screen for our viewers right now. The deal that I saw on
Like you could do this. You could get this right now.
right now.
Right now, as we're
Look,
speaking.
that's even cheaper, dude. You can get an Xbox One S, 1 terabyte
so-
console with
it's so
Titanfall 2 and
ridiculous.
Sunset Overdrive for $220.
It's so
It's
ridiculous.
a deal.
That's a really good deal.
That's a really good deal, actually.
Check that out, actually.
yeah, you are just gonna get that deal. Yeah, we should probably add that in here.
So instead of buying the sad Xbox, you could go to Slick Deals, search for Xbox One S, and you just missed it. Yesterday they had a $175
You can
bundle.
get a better one.
But
cheaper.
that expired. But for today, for $220, you can get Xbox One S 1 terabyte with Titanfall 2
really read what you're
and
saying.
Sunset
Read it.
Overdrive, and you have a 4K Blu-ray player built in for less than a new SAD one. So
Oh, okay, we should comment on that then.
yeah.
So yeah, actually, I think we agreed on that. There will be multiple versions of the PlayStation.
I have heard
Moby
that,
Shasha.
yes. I
Yeah,
have heard that. I've
we-
heard a
we
low end and a
agree,
high end,
yeah.
just like Xbox.
It's just like Xbox will have. Do you think they'll do?
Oh, okay,
Do you think
so-
they'll do a discless one too?
Maybe.
Or you think they're gonna see that Xbox is gonna be like completely pooping the bed?
Well,
with
this
their-
is a good idea. I agree with Xbox's idea. Their price point is just dull.
Dumb.
Really dull.
I mean, because like what you save $50, and you get like
Now, let's be clear.
$50 more. You get a console that actually has a disc drive.
yeah, so let's be clear. The,
So, like,
the
what's
MSRP
the only difference?
of the Xbox One S is $300 technically. Come on. You're not going to pay that.
You're not gonna-
Everybody knows that.
You're not gonna
okay?
find $300. I mean, you can search for a little bit. That was 5 seconds googling. You can find a better one.
Yeah.
Moby Shasha said if there's gonna be multiple versions, who will win the bet? We're gonna base it off of the specs that
This
I think is
Yeah,
is-
so
is-
whatever version has
But this is like the
specs, I
mainline
guess.
console. This
It'll
is like-
probably be the top of the line then.
This is like-
I'm
yeah.
assuming it would be.
that one.
because-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's probably gonna be the top because you won't advertise your crappy one, right? You're not gonna
I don't
advertise
know.
your Celeron.
I mean,
you're gonna
they-
advertise your i7. You know
Yeah.
what I
I
mean?
mean, they can advertise their normal, like Camry, but then they can also advertise their, their top of the line,
But you don't lead off
super cool.
that
No, you
Yo,
don't lead off
with a
like, oh,
Camry.
here's our,
Yeah.
here's our second string quarterback.
Yeah, you show your
second
Does that answer your question? It's most likely. Well, we're gonna base the over/under on the one that matches the specs that we were provided, which is
Yeah.
most likely going to be the top of the line version.
Yeah, most likely. I would
So,
be
we
very
still-
shocked
wait,
if
so
this
if
was
it's
not.
that's the top of the line
If
version.
they got one even higher, it's like whoa.
If it's gonna be the top of the line version, are we still gonna settle that 500 as the
Yeah.
the top?
Yeah.
Okay, top of the line. All right then.
Yep.
500 top of the line. You heard it here. This is the bet.
I'm
So
excited.
yeah, that was some of the news with Xbox. So $50, you're saving $50 for what? For to not have a
Right,
disc drive.
but they did
No.
say that this SAD edition. That's all we're gonna do is call it the SAD edition.
It's a SAD edition.
that's
It's
it.
sad.
Like that's the name. It's gonna be always $50 cheaper than the S. So, or it'll always be $50 cheaper than the lowest end model. So whatever the lowest end model will be, the digital edition will always be cheaper.
So this is the cheapest option as far as Xbox goes, unless you find some kind of deal. Whatever MSRP, the cheapest option to game with the Xbox.
Oh, that makes sense because the MSRP for the S
It's 300.
is 300.
So
Gotcha.
it would always be cheaper.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's still a misfire.
So if that appeals to you, that you can save some money and get an Xbox for cheaper. I personally would probably splurge the extra $50 to get the disc drive because
4K UHD
you would
disc
have
drive.
you would yeah you mean 'cause you have exactly you'd be able to play 4K Blu-rays and if you do buy games from stores still, which some of us do,
I do.
you still have the ability to like return games and trade them in and do all that stuff that is kind of phasing out. So you can still do that. But that's just my personal opinion. But another news, this is something we actually also predicted that became true. The Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Pass.
Ultimate Super Mega
Ultimate
Ultra
Super Mega
version.
Pass Game Pass Pass. So, anyways, so basically, Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass are going to be joined into one beautiful little package for $15 a month. This is going to be launching later on this year. We do not have a definitive date yet, but basically, this is something we thought was going to happen. Xbox Game Pass is becoming a staple for Xbox owners. And Xbox Live obviously is a staple because you can't play online without it. Xbox Live, $10 a month. Xbox Game Pass was 12 or something like that.
I want to say it was 10 as well.
Was also $10 a month. You have to buy them separately. They join them together as one Ultimate Pass for $15. So probably the best deal, best bang for your buck right there.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're into the Game Pass games, obviously. But for $5 more a month, I mean, that's really not that much.
Very enticing.
That's pretty enticing, and games get added on there all the time. And we go through the games that get added on there, and there's some decent ones. So, I highly recommend it. And also, Gears of War 5 multiplayer reveal is going to be coming soon, as well as an invite tournament in July. So this is going to be a Gears of War 5 tournament.
I guess so.
But
That's what
Gears
I
of
said.
War 5 hasn't been released.
That's true. It doesn't have a
Interesting.
release date either.
Doesn't have a
It
release
is coming
date.
out this fall, though.
Or
They just don't have a
anything.
date.
So Gears of War 5, keep on the lookout for that. We're going to be getting more info soon, and you'll be hearing from us whenever we get more details. So, moving on.
I think I like because usually we have a let's argue at the end, and sometimes we don't have enough time to discuss it. So I wanted to put it kind of in the beginning this time.
Okay.
So, since we're talking about the new PlayStation news and the new Xbox news, don't you guys think it's very interesting how Inside Xbox is a scheduled event? It's like hey, Inside Xbox is gonna happen on this date, and they have it like a week or two in advance or something. They know it's a scheduled thing. It's kind of weird that Sony dropped their new PS5 news on the same day that Xbox is releasing their new all-digital edition console. You guys think of how interesting that is? How timing works there? I think Sony was like, yo, let me just take the spotlight away from you,
That's
Microsoft.
just how it is, man.
Yeah.
It's just an ad war.
I think it was very smart. I think it's
It was a
really
good
smart
idea.
for Sony to get this stuff out first.
Yeah.
Because when they're on stage at whatever thing they're going to do to reveal PS5, you don't really want to listen to Sony talk about like RAM and SSDs and stuff. You're going to be like, yo, show me the game that's going to be on this thing. So I think if they get this out first, people will be like, oh, the PS5's coming. It's coming soon.
Yeah. So.
Do you think there is do they do this on purpose maybe?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Hot
Because to just to generate the old competition. Yeah.
Which console do you think will release first, or should strategically release first to win?
Well, we know the Xbox SAT edition is going to be coming out sooner than
I mean,
the
come
other
on,
ones.
dude, that's not.
But that,
Come on.
we don't
This
have
is a
that
next
one.
gen console
it's
race.
set. It's over in
You know what? That's a good question, and I think whoever is more affordable will appeal more to the masses.
Not who's first, who's
Not
more
who's
affordable.
Because if we look at when was it PS3 versus Xbox 360?
Yes.
Xbox 360 took a large market share because they came in at $100 cheaper.
Did they?
True.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yes.
And
And
then-
previous 3 was $600. I remember that, and I was
Yes.
like, you are
Whoa.
dumb.
Yes.
That's nuts.
This
So-
is why I think PS5 is going to be $500 because they ain't making that mistake again.
So now the next generation, PS4 versus Xbox One, PS4 came in $100 cheaper, and they recovered some of that market share that they lost. So I think what's happening is I think these businesses are kind of they're marginalizing how much $100 means to us, to normal people. It's a lot of money.
It means a lot, dude.
It means a lot.
That's the groceries for like 2 weeks almost.
Especially
man.
for a parent who has who doesn't have a dog in the fight. They don't care. Hey, I just gotta buy a console for Timmy for Christmas. I mean, you've got $400 here, $500 here. I'll just buy the $400 one.
Right.
They can play Fortnite on either. You get the $400 one. I think they need to put a little bit more importance. More important.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I'm glad you liked your show, and yeah, thanks for downloading our podcast. Make sure you let your friends know that you liked us and that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, dude.
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for subscribing.
I think they are undermining how much $100 means to us. And you could see this by evidence of this. There's something magical about that $15 number, man. Netflix just went up to $15. What? It went from $8 to $15, man.
That's a steep
It's almost
jump.
double.
That's a steep jump. And now they're going to combine Game Pass and Live Gold to $15. Now I'm looking at $30 a month that you kind of have to pay. Like, I don't have cable anymore. So you have to have Netflix.
Who doesn't have
You
Netflix?
have to have Xbox Live. It's getting heavy, man.
So
It's getting heavy.
let me add another little layer into that question. If there's 2 different SKUs for each console, what do you do then? Which one do you release first, and should you release first? Like, say, both Xbox and PlayStation have their all digital consoles, or their lower end SKUs, and then they have their high end SKUs. Which one do you put out first, or
Yo,
put it out
just
first?
like the pusher, man. You give it away for free first. What you do, you push out your cheapest system, get them in the hands, because now they're on your platform.
Right.
Get them in the hands, and then you roll out.
Which is why this should have been $200.
Right. Then you roll out your big boys later on, but you want to get them on your platform so that they buy your games, your exclusives, and then you can sell out. You can upsell later on. So I think the cheapest one should come out first.
Okay.
So you think they actually screwed themselves making it $50 more? Like instead
Yes,
of making
I think
it $200?
I think this is gonna retail for $50 for like a week, and then once the holidays roll around, this thing's gonna be in between $160 and $200, and it's gonna be bundled in with Xbox, whatever the hell this is, Ultimate, whatever.
Are they going to stop selling
can see
the
that.
disc
No.
versions?
No.
They won't.
No.
Okay.
Actually, I was listening to a podcast last night, the RDX podcast by Dealer. He's super good. Definitely follow him. And Mike Ybarra, who's like the head of Xbox Game Pass, was on that podcast. And he was asked directly, with all these new next-gen consoles, what if I buy an X or an S tomorrow? Am I going to be out of the race? Or
Mhm.
out of the fun?
Right.
He said, no, we'll always be supporting these consoles.
Okay.
So that's cool. What do you think, John? You think, do you agree with Sig? Because I disagree.
About like them being launched at the same.
Like, who do you think should launch first, or to win? Like, how do you win?
I kind of agree with the point that Sig made about having something cheaper option available first to kind of get your foot in the door with the consumers, and then you start rolling out like the top of the line good stuff. And I mean, it's just like being a drug dealer, man. Like you just give
Pusher
them,
man.
you give them a little bit. Just give them a little bit. It's like,
Oh,
hey,
man, I need more.
Here's a little bit of sample. You need any more. You know where to find it.
Boom.
That kind of thing. I'm kind of leaning over on that side of things.
Okay.
I'm kind
I
of on this side of the
disagree.
table today.
I think whoever comes out first. I think if PlayStation comes out first, they win.
So you think
Period.
it'd be just because of exclusive games?
Yes, I
So,
think
like,
if
they'll roll
PlayStation
out
comes out, if PlayStation 5 comes out first, and it comes out at $400 to $500, depending on which model they do, and they come out with a dope launch title that everyone loves, they win. I think because think about it this way: if you're a family and your kid sees PlayStation 5 coming out in like March or April with Horizon 2, God of War 2, something crazy, and they're just like, oh my god, this game is so cool, I'm gonna jump into this, and then they get a PlayStation. How likely are you to go buy another system after you bought the first system? Very, very less likely. So I feel like it's the same concept, but have to put your powerful one first. Because once you pay a lot for something once, you're very less likely to pay another thing. How likely are you to get an Xbox Anaconda after you get a PS5?
I don't know that there's going to be a substantial difference of release dates. I think they're going to come out within the same week, honestly.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
I
they're
was
going to
just
be
thinking that,
separate.
yeah, they
I think they're
might-
going to be pretty
PS4
far.
and Xbox One came out on the same day.
Did they?
They might do something like that.
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't
Like we
remember. I don't
camped out
remember.
for PS4, and then my homies after we picked up the PS4, they went over to Target and picked up Xbox One that same night, like or a few hours later because we camped out. But yeah, they came out on the same day. I don't see them being a very substantial difference on the release dates. If not the same day, it's gonna be maybe like the same week, dude. So I don't
Okay.
think that
I
matters.
can
we'll
see
see.
that. I can
There's
see
too much
that.
money at stake
Yeah, they
to not release at the same time.
they can't have that.
It's too much.
Yeah, like neither of them can afford for the other to release first.
Correct.
That's true.
So-
Well, then why not do a spring release to take Xbox off guard? Because Xbox is not launching in the spring; it's launching in the fall. We know that; it's confirmed.
I don't know if they want to. I mean, if they have to rush through,
They're
they
gonna-
might have
they're
to
gonna
rush.
rush
They
that,
have to
dude.
rush through quality control. You know, they might screw themselves even more if they.
It's
do
the
that.
same way Intel, they had a roadmap of when to release these 6-core chips. That plan got thrown in the trash once AMD said, here's our 16-thread chips. And AMD's like, Intel's like, okay, we gotta fast track this. Boom! They fast tracked it 2 years. We weren't supposed to be seeing these 6 cores until 2 years after they finally released it. They were forced, their hand was forced. So if Sony's legit about spring release, Microsoft's gonna do a spring release. You bet your butt on it.
Okay, that'd be interesting. That'd be cool for gamers for
Yeah,
us.
dude, that's gonna be cool.
That'd be great for us.
That'll be interesting.
Cool.
Let's see where it goes. I guess.
All right. I guess we should probably do the other stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about
How much time we
games.
got?
Games.
No more about consoles and developers. Games.
Interesting conversation.
And the new Star Wars Fallen Order looks absolutely sick.
It looks sick. Yes.
And all the things that we talked about last Friday.
Literally all of them, actually.
Literally all of them were like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if it had Dark Souls style combat? Or man, wouldn't it be cool if it was like open world RPG? Or man, wouldn't it be cool if you can go to different planets? Or man, wouldn't it be cool if it was like a Metroidvania thing where you go back later to when you have more abilities? And like literally all of that stuff, like all of that crap that I just said was like very strongly implied to be in the game.
Yeah.
So it's like people are saying like it's very From Software-esque. Oh, it's gonna actually be really kind of like Metroid or Castlevania. Like actually the same day, like after the podcast.
Yeah,
I'm
they're-
sitting at my desk. I'm like, yo, dude, like check this out. I sent him a little link, and I'm like, what? So
Yeah, man.
absolutely crazy. So I mean, the release date right now, has been confirmed to be November 15th of this year.
That is prime
which is very
time,
exciting.
baby. Prime
We're talking
time.
about about 7-ish months away.
Which one do you
Um,
think will make more money? This game or Star Wars Episode 9?
This game.
This game.
Easy.
Yes.
First of all, games just make more than movies, and second of all, movies have not been doing so great.
Yeah.
So the story trailer for this game is out. I highly recommend checking it out.
It is rendered in engine. It's not a gameplay trailer. It's a story CG trailer, but it is
Yeah.
rendered in engine, so it
Yeah.
does look very, very good.
So you get a little tidbits about the story. Basic for the story is a Padawan who survived the Order 66 to go kill all the Jedi at the end of Episode 3, and so he's off surviving, doing whatever he has to do, I guess. We've also been confirmed to have no multiplayer, no microtransactions, and a single-player
Dope.
story-focused
Woo!
action-adventure game, which is what we wanted because that's the kind of game we prefer. Respawn specifically stated that microtransactions will not be added post-launch either.
Good.
We have heard people say this before, but I believe them, considering
believe
it
them.
it's an offline story-focused game. There's not very many reasons for microtransactions with a game like this. So it's not going to be a true open world. From what we know, it's going to be more of like open areas to be like very
Like a hub world.
it will be non-linear gameplay. Like you'll be able to go off the beaten path and explore and stuff, even though there will be like clear destinations in each area. There will be no stealth aspect to the game. You can sneak through, but you're a freaking Jedi.
so, well, let me go sneak behind
So
him.
let me go
No,
sneak
you're
behind
just
him with
cut
a
everybody
giant
down.
glowing stick.
Of light.
Like no, that like bzzz, like yeah, it's very very sneaky. So no stealth. Combat has been described as thoughtful. Got to size up your enemy and expose weaknesses. So you're gonna have to You know, you're gonna have to be tactical and
It's not going to
strategic
be
about
like
it.
Devil May Cry, like a hack and
Yeah,
slash
it's
like
not just gonna be like constantly mash attack until they're dead.
It'll be more kind
You
of
have to kind
around
of think
God
of it.
War.
I mean, I'm guessing
Around
it's going to be
God of War.
like, oh, you know, these enemies have shields. You're going to have to get around that. These enemies, you know, they have lightsaber-proof armor. You're going to have to do whatever. I don't know. So, we'll see when we get more. Hopefully, we get a gameplay trailer within
E3, baby.
the next month or so. Hopefully.
E3.
This game is developed in Unreal Engine, not EA's in-house Frostbite engine, which is actually a plus because the Frostbite engine was created for Battlefield, right?
For first-person shooters
For
specifically.
first-person shooters specifically, and so to use the Frostbite engine for this would just not work.
An example of that would be Anthem.
Anthem
There
is
you
using
go.
the Frostbite engine, and it has been
Bad.
a cluster F word when it comes. It's like, yeah, haha, didn't do it. So it's been a cluster of crap. Because they've been working with this engine not suited for a third-person open-world flying around in mech suit kind of game, and so
Dude, that would be like us trying to use MATLAB for Tekla. Like,
that'd be that.
that
Yeah,
wouldn't be.
I mean,
It just wouldn't work.
that'd be us like trying to use Microsoft Paint to make these drawings. Like, it wouldn't. It would just. Do you imagine?
Yeah.
Why is this taking so long? Oh, I don't
It's
know.
like,
'cause we're
I
not
don't
using
know.
the
I
right
mean, I'm
thing.
gonna draw
Oh
everything
my
one
God,
line.
dude.
Ridiculous. So, but we're very excited about this. This looks absolutely sweet.
Very excited. Super excited.
And especially since it literally is like confirmed all the things that we were drooling about. So we're ready for this game. GameStop starts its Guaranteed to Love It campaign with Days Gone.
This should interest Moby Shasha because he or she's a GameStop fan. So
True.
So,
This is Cheap Ass Gamer. He's super good. Follow him on Twitter.
I actually did hear about this a little bit a while ago. So basically, it's like a try before you buy kind of deal with GameStop. I understand GameStop has to start innovating
No,
because
you buy it.
But if you can return it within.
Yeah, if you buy it, then return
Okay,
it within 48
okay,
hours. You get
gotcha.
that full amount in trading credit.
Gotcha.
store credit.
Store
So
credit.
they don't lose the money.
Yeah.
No,
they-
yeah,
they lose
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Which,
right,
I mean,
yeah.
That's cool.
It still makes
That's
sense.
fair.
I mean,
I think
it's-
that's fair.
I mean, technically, you can use it as like a rent any game you want for 2 days kind of thing if you're a hardcore beat the game. And
You keep rolling
just
the
beat
same
every
60
game. Just roll and say $60. Like, man, when are you gonna keep one of these games? I haven't really found one I like yet. I don't know. So, basically, yeah, that's the idea. You go in, you buy a game, you do this Guaranteed to Love It thing, and you have 48 hours to return the game if you don't love it.
Right. Now, let's be clear. This isn't like the program and then like every game. It's the program and then a curated list of games.
Yeah, specific
It's not
games.
like every game in the store.
It'll most likely be
okay.
newer games that will actually, like,
Yes.
newly released games will be on there, which is one of the reasons why Days Gone
I
is
still
on
think
there.
this is a good idea. I still think it's a good idea for GameStop.
I mean,
they
like,
need to do something, man.
GameStop
Like,
needs to innovate. I mean, they're getting phased out. I mean, discs are getting phased out.
They're
I
losing
mean,
$2 million
many
every
of
day.
many of my
Like,
friends don't even use discs anymore. They just download them off of like the marketplace or off Steam or whatever. So there's like, I know very few people who even use that nowadays.
You know Top Hat and you know me. We use discs.
We do because
Yeah,
I like to
You use
return.
Blu-ray discs. You watch movies off of discs,
I still watch
which
movies
is
off of
actually
discs.
stranger than buying video game discs because I don't know anyone who buys a DVD.
I haven't put in a
Anyone.
movie disc in like a year.
I like all of my DVDs I get for Christmas. I don't even open them. This is on Netflix. Why would you give this? To
You
me?
get higher fidelity, bro. You get more aggressive.
Dude, you do
HDR.
get higher fidelity.
I mean, I guess if you're that kind of guy, I'm just not really into that. So yeah.
I don't know, like for games, like if something I were to get, like God of War, I'm never gonna get rid of that disc because like this game is just.
I totally
it's like,
got rid of that disc.
Wow. Like I don't know, it's just
Sold
like,
it to Carlos.
like The Last
2
of Us.
months.
The Last of Us on PS3. I still have that thing because like wow, this was something awesome. Like
Killer Los, you need to finish God of War, man. You haven't
Start
even,
it.
Have you? I gave you that game for a steal. You didn't
that's
even
the
play
best
it
thing
yet.
I've ever played, dude. Like, but more news.
So yeah, moving on. We talked about already Smash Bros. Joker that was added on Wednesday night. So along with some other patches like Stage Builder,
They nerfed all
being able to
projectiles.
go through this thing. Some patches,
Yes, they did.
you know,
They did do that. Yes, they did do that.
We didn't want to go. We're not going into details about patch notes or anything like that.
We'll
but
be here for another hour.
Yeah, we'll be here for a while.
If
talking about
you wanna
specifics.
play Smash with us, we have a weekly tournament every Friday.
Every Friday.
Just scroll down to the description of the channel. You'll see our friend code. Just add us, and we could play some Smash.
That's the friend code for your Switch, actually. But we
could put all of them.
Yeah,
if you
we'll
want.
put them all.
Yeah. Because we have the
other Switch.
we have the DLC. He doesn't have it,
Right.
and so look out for that. Looking on rapid fire news, Jump Force is adding 7 new DLC characters.
I'm not gonna say these. You're gonna read these. I'm not gonna read
I need to
them.
get into this game again, man, because they're adding some cool characters. Like, all right, so
Can I try to say him?
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
All right. Biscuit Kruger,
That's easy. Yeah.
Tushiro Hitsugaya,
Toshiro Hitsugaya,
Majin Buu,
Majin Buu,
Katsuki Bakugu,
Bakugao.
Trafalgar Law,
Yeah.
Grimjow Jaeger Jacques,
Yep.
Madara Uchiha.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
Good stuff. Now, if you're still playing Jump Force, I don't know why, but if you still are, there you go. You got some characters.
No, and wait, All Might was supposed to be on here too. Was he already added?
Yeah, he was already
separately?
added.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I didn't put him on.
So now we have 3 My Hero Academia characters, and Katsuki Bakugo is actually really cool because he has like explosions. He does explosions. That's literally his power. He explodes things.
Okay, cool. I guess maybe play it again.
More Bleach characters. Actually, Grimjow is actually a really cool Bleach character. Hitsugaya, I don't remember who that guy is, but I'm sure he's really cool anyways. But yeah, so that's coming out, I guess. You want to move on to this Redditor?
Oh
thing?
yeah, sure. There's actually a player survey conducted on Reddit, which is not usual. So if this happens, usually your game is not doing well. So Redditor Syntax the Great conducted a player survey to see how many people are still playing Anthem. 53% of people have stopped playing out of the survey that he has done. Now,
So this is 1,000.
this is 1,000 people that answered the survey. Now, it's not very big, but if your survey ain't very big, I hope your player percentage is pretty low. That's not playing. So if your player percentage is pretty high on a small survey, that ain't good.
That's actually kind of worse news. It means there's a random 1,000 people. Over half of them aren't even playing it.
That's really
And
bad.
so I mean, it could even be worse when you have the full actual demographic.
And what's really bad about this is that Anthem's first content drop didn't even happen yet. So,
Not surprising with how.
not surprising at all.
Yeah.
And they're even the Anthem team has a job listing out there for a senior systems and loot designer. This
This is for Anthem.
This is for Anthem.
Oh.
You don't put out a job listing for a systems and loot designer in
If
a looter shooter
if it's going
that is-
well.
if it's going well.
If it's going well, you wouldn't put this kind of job listing out there. So they're scrambling.
Yeah, they're doing really bad. But moving on, Sony files a patent for a VR spectator kind of device, which is very cool.
That's cool.
So this will allow you to watch esports like you're there.
That's cool.
That'd be sick, dude.
So it's from VentureBeat. So if you want to read up on it, go to VentureBeat and give them a click.
That'd be awesome, dude. Imagine like they're playing like an Overwatch map and you're just like and they're like watch them do it all. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
dude,
Now
whoa.
the really smart thing Sony should do is be like what kind of Google Stadia is trying to do. Be like, oh, you're watching this right now in VR? Play, boom, download free demo or download whatever of the game. That would be a really smart move.
Cool.
I want every
Really,
game,
really smart
I want
move.
every game in VR.
And we actually got some good news to bring to you guys, which is rare because news is really good.
Well, bad news followed by from heartwarming.
That's true, that's true,
better
that's
news.
true.
So, did you want to cover it?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay. I'm sure many of you should be aware. If you're not aware, you
should
should
be.
You should be aware.
be.
The Cathedral of Notre Dame, has been, on fire this week in Paris. It was a tragedy. It's, national news,
Sad, very
international
sad.
news is crazy. And Ubisoft is donating 500,000 euros to help the reconstruction of Notre Dame Cathedral. And it just so happens that Assassin's Creed Unity, which takes place in Paris, and when you can climb the Notre Dame Cathedral
It's
in the
modeled
game,
very, very
is modeled
realistically.
very, very realistically. I mean, that's one of the things Assassin's Creed games they get right is historical accuracy of historical landmarks. And so, I mean, they use laser imaging. I mean, this thing is top notch. I mean, they spent almost 2 years making just the cathedral.
Wow.
So I mean, it's probably as close of a 3D rendering of that cathedral as you will ever find. And so the Assassin's Creed Unity team is going to be helping them. Has reached out to them and is going to help them rebuild or reconstruct or remodel the cathedral.
That's awesome. Good job,
using the Assassin's Creed Unity model. So isn't that just really warm, lovely
Good.
news?
Dude, that's crazy because it's so old. They probably don't have blues from
No,
it.
they don't.
They don't have.
So they're gonna use the video
Dude,
game.
it's like 1,000-something years. Like it's so old. Like
It's like we're talking about like a 400 plus year
That's so sick, dude.
like cathedral that has. They don't have drawings. They don't have anything. They don't have any documentation.
But they got the 3D model already.
But they have a 3D model
in the game,
that
so
you
they
can
could
go
just export
into.
that
You can-
into a DX.
And you can-
or
Can you go
IFC.
Can you go into the cathedral in the game? Do you know?
I think you can. Yeah, I think you have to kill
So
somebody.
they
in
would
there,
probably
so.
have to model the inside.
They
as
probably
well,
they
so.
can probably see it inside and out. And so
they could wing it on the inside, but as long as it looks good from pictures, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, it
so-
depends. If the player goes into the cathedral, like
Probably
it's gotta
did.
be right.
They probably did,
It's
yeah.
gotta be right.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Very
That's so
cool.
sick.
That's
Very
awesome,
cool.
right?
Are
Yeah,
you the one
so-
that told me that there were like school curriculums that actually used some of the Assassin's Creed games for the students to like virtual tours of like the pyramids or all this.
I don't think that was me.
But they do
I've
have
heard
like
of
an
that-
educational
I've heard of that
mode.
stuff
Yeah.
before. Like
Because they're so
yeah.
accurate with the way they
They're
did
very-
it.
It's like
That's what
we
I'm saying,
saw
they're
this working.
super
Right? Why not
accurate,
do
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love Ubisoft, man.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing they do well. I mean, once you guys just make a game where you can just walk around in like a 1200 like version of Paris or something like that. just make a game where you can just walk around and look at stuff.
That's cool.
So very interesting. Another in the rapid fire news: Sony is cracking down on sexually explicit usernames by temping them.
Yeah, so you get like a temp username.
Oh,
if
okay.
they, like,
Yeah,
censor
see.
or something.
So would that count?
I got flagged, bro. On
Probably
Yeah.
yes.
This is my Xbox gamer tag. I am now on Xbox Slick Pup and in a string of like 8 numbers. And so I got flagged eventually. I was for a while, dude. I was Captain Stiffy for like years. And so some douche nozzle reported me, I guess. So if you're that guy, that's gonna be a big fuck you to you, bud. Let's see. Got a word dynamic.
Oh,
theme?
yeah. There's a new, super small, really not relevant really to anything.
But neat.
But cool. The anniversary of God of War is the 1 year is today, and so to celebrate, Sony Santa Monica put out a free dynamic theme, so
That's
for the PlayStation. But on the boat that they travel on, in runes, it says Ragnarok is coming, which is a teaser probably for the next game. So that's really cool. That gets me like amped.
And
So-
the theme, it looks cool too.
It looks really
The
cool.
dynamic themes for PlayStation are actually really awesome. Like
Like it shows Kratos and Atreus in the boat, and it has the World Serpent
Yeah.
with Tyr's Temple. It's really cool. It's really, really cool.
I'm definitely gonna download that. I mean, for free.
It's sick,
Low
man.
price of nothing. That's awesome.
But so to finish out this rapid fire news, Last of Us Part 2 completed its ending, so we should be hearing some news about that game relatively soon, probably around E3. And then there's a Minecraft movie in development, which I didn't know about,
So
and
apparently
which shouldn't
that's
exist.
apparently that's a thing, and that's all we're talking about on that. It's a thing.
That's it.
That's it. Yep.
That's all we
There-
got.
There you go.
So right now, what are we at right now? 12:02. Depends what you guys want to do. Do you guys want to talk about the deals and the rumors to round out the show?
Yeah, we can do
And
that real
12:10 maybe.
Probably do that real quick. Yeah. So we got Cuphead re-release for the Switch was yesterday.
Woo!
Super
Super fun.
very
Really, really
fun, run and gun game
Co-op.
with co-op.
It's on Game Pass, I think, as
Yeah,
well.
try it out. Just make sure you don't throw your controller.
It's very frustrating.
Transistor is free on the Epic Game Store until May 2nd. What is Transistor?
I don't really know.
All right,
so go check that game
Transistor
out.
is a game.
Store. I don't really know what it is.
Transistor is a game. That's what we know so far.
It's a game.
It's a game.
Yep.
And it's free. Well, moving on to the rumor mill. The more portable, cheaper version of the Switch model is set to launch later this year in the fall. This comes to us from The Verge.
Woo,
This
something else we talked
is
about.
a rumor, though. So, it's still not confirmed. Pretty sure it's going to happen, though. Rumors say that this model is geared towards portability, but will still hook up to your TV.
Yeah, so we'll. It'll be really interesting to see what that cheaper Switch model will be.
So
What do you
maybe
think the cheaper
it'll be-
Switch model should be priced at?
Maybe it'll be smaller.
Like you said earlier, Sig, how you were just like, oh, another family would want another Switch, but 300 is too
I
steep.
would say
What would
it
you
being
say?
200 would be the better version, but I don't think it's going to be 200. I'd say it's probably going to be around 250.
It
I
should
would
be
say
200.
It should be 200. I just don't think it's going to happen.
What would you price it at, Sig? 200?
It needs to be. It needs to be at the 200 range to really take it to the next level as far as
Because like for $50 you can
getting-
potentially get a more powerful version
Yeah.
of it, which most people will probably do. But for $100 difference, that's much more lucrative option. But I just don't see it being $200 personally. I just feel like, is there any console nowadays that isn't past gen that you can get for $200? Like I don't think so.
No.
No.
The Xbox One S All Digital Edition should have been.
Should
The
have
sad
been.
edition.
Exactly.
The Xbox Sad.
That's why it's sad.
I read an article that most households that have a Switch have multiple Switches in that house.
What?
Yeah, because it's portable, right? So like
Yeah, one in every room.
Timmy wants one.
Timmy.
Johnny wants
I think this is such a good idea.
That is
because
a-
you know what else is coming out this fall? Pokemon.
It's true. So,
Perfect.
yep.
You got a cheaper Switch model, and then you bundle that with Pokemon. Boom.
There you go.
Boom. You win, dude.
There you go. That'll probably be like $300.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
But hey, we'll
Uh,
see.
What are all the
Moving
rumors?
on, let's see. Possible Rocksteady game.
Like
It's gonna
from
be,
Ninja Turtles?
Rocksteady, like the
Rocksteady,
studio that
like
made
the,
Arkham.
like the studio, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a superhero / villain related title. Will be shown around E3.
Now, this comes from 4chan and Reset Era, so
So,
like
hard grain of salt
frickin'
there.
like barrels of salt
It's
here.
4chan. Who knows?
But the announcement trailer is supposed to be around June 4th with a release in early 2020. What I heard was that it's a Suicide Squad game, which would be sick.
It would be interesting.
So we'll see. Maybe that'll be cool.
Then
Then we got AMD to reveal their new Navi GPU at E3. This is notable because we just talked about the PS5 chipset. So if they're revealing coming out with their new GPU in E3 at E3, that's in June.
With the new PlayStation. There it is.
PlayStation 5 spring might be looking a little better.
Let's
So
go.
we'll see. And then we got Battlefield Bad Company 3. You told me about that.
Yeah,
Might
so-
be a launch PS5 title.
Get a rumor release for
That's really
Battlefield
cool.
Bad Company 3 to be rumored PlayStation 5, which is interesting because it's been a long time since
Would
Battlefield
you
Bad
would you
Company.
pick that up, Sid? You're a fan of Bad Company?
Have you played Bad Company?
I think no.
No.
I've
Oh,
only
dude.
played
I like
Battlefield
those.
3,
Bad
but not
Company's
Bad
good,
Company.
man.
Those were the Battlefields that I actually liked because it was just like the campaign was really funny
Okay.
because the characters were players.
So that's super cool. And then we have a crazy rumor that GTA 6 could possibly be a PlayStation exclusive for 1 month upon launch.
Nice.
That's ridiculous. I don't really believe it. That would be insane.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how Xbox would deal with that. Like I don't know how
you
you would
wouldn't be
deal
able
with
to get it anywhere.
like
unless you're
only
on
on
PlayStation.
PlayStation for 1 month.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But
Take that
we'll
with
see
a
about that.
massive grain of salt.
I don't know about that.
I think
Something
that would be-
doesn't add up. If
that'd
it's
be
rumored,
pandemonium, dude.
if it's rumored, 2020 holiday season,
2020.
not 2019 holiday season. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So that's really wild, but
All right.
we'll see. But that actually closes out our rumor section. And then usually we have an outro for the show to take everybody home, have a good weekend.
All right, I guess we'll get on to it. Cue the music, sir.
Oh yeah, the music.
Wait, hold on.
Let's talk about something. Oh, PlayStation.
Ooh.
I mean, why the PlayStation 5? I mean, what can it be like? PlayStation.
Dude, what?
One X.
I think it would be dumb if they didn't call it PlayStation. What are they gonna call PlayStation? What? Ultimate?
The PlayStation Next.
PlayStation
X seems to be a popular one. PlayStation.
PlayStation
The PlayStation X. Xbox is like, dude, what the fuck? All right, guys. Thank you for stopping by. As always, remember to smash them like and subscribe buttons. Tell your buddies, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog. Get them all subscribed. And check us out on social media, fpsguides.com. You know where it is. It's down in the subscription somewhere. You can check out all of our content on YouTube, Twitch, Apple Play, Spotify, our glorious website, and now Alexa. Remember the key phrase, Alexa, play FPS Guides podcast. Remember the magic words, people. Also, check out our Discord. Link is in the description of this video on Twitch. Come chat, play with us, talk to us. Whatever you gotta do, just make a presence, please. And like I said, don't forget to tell your friends.
Play games.
Play games. We love you. Have a good one.
weekend. Peace.